you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, it's summertime and fall's coming, and now it's hot in the day and cold at night.
Yes, ma'am.
Cause say you got to wear two sets of clothes. You got summer clothes during the day and the winter clothes in the morning.
Yes.
Now, we talked about cooking. Did you find a recipe you were interested in?
Yes, I did.
What kind of recipe were you looking at?
Well, I found an interesting beef stew recipe that I could make in my crock pot.
I think that's a good idea. Fall's coming, sometimes it's cold, of course, sometimes it's hot, but that's such a nice recipe to eat, and it's easy to warm up. And those crock pots are so nice to cook with, you just kind of chunk it in there and turn it on.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if you have that recipe and you're ready to go, how are you going to read that recipe to me? Because, we're working from home and I'm having to, call you on the phone. So how are you going to read that recipe to me with your limited vision? Have you practiced with Seeing AI yet?
No, I have not. I have not, no.
Now, I know you have it downloaded on your phone because it helps you, but you haven't, we haven't really played with it too much then?
No, I have not.
Well, I found this really cool tool. It's online. It's called YouTube. And so I'm going to teach you how to go to YouTube and search for Seeing AI video. And so the reason I want to take you to YouTube channel is so you can see how it processes. And, you can take that strategy, that lesson, and then you can do all kinds of other things on YouTube. You could even go find a recipe about your beef stew and have a video that talks you through all the steps. You could find videos on different other apps for low vision, and blindfold and traveling with a cane and even just listening to music for that matter. So there's so many different avenues you could go with on YouTube. And I want to show you how to maneuver and navigate around YouTube since you've not gone to YouTube.
Okay, that would be great.
All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your iPad. And I know you're using Safari, and I'm going to use Google. And so I'm going to type in YouTube, YOUTUBE in the search engine. Sometimes when you start typing about halfway, it'll finish it for you. And so I've got YouTube typed in there, and then I'm going to push the enter button. And since you're using Safari, it's going to be the same thing. And for like me, my search engine's in the middle, but yours might be off to the side or to the left or the right because we're not using the same screen. So kind of bear with me if I say the left corner, it might be the middle for you.
Okay.
And so do you have that screen pulled up that says YouTube with other 10, billion other searches?
Yeah, I do.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it, yeah.
All right, so we're going to click on the one that says youtube.com. For me, it's the first one. What about you?
Yes, I see it.
All right, so you're going to click on it.
Okay.
And then it's going to pop up a screen full of all kinds of stuff. And let me turn my volume off. It's pretty quiet. I'll hate for the video to start jumping in here. And so, it's just all these different videos and genres just coming up. And so do you see the same thing? Okay, good.
Yeah, so all of this is... One of these is going to be beef stew. I mean, there's all kinds of
There is all
videos.
kinds, but not yet. So what you would do in that search engine, you see in the middle, so you see to the left, you'll see the word YouTube. It's in a red box with a white arrow. And if you move toward the center of the page.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, I see it.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
And so if you go to the center where it says search, you would just type in, I'm going to type in Seeing, SEEING, AI app.
Okay.
And then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Let me know when you get that far.
Do I push enter? I don't see. Okay. I guess I just push enter, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. Enter. Okay. Sorry.
You're good. You take your time. And so there's like a bunch of videos for Seeing AI. I mean, and then there'll be some at the bottom. You're going, why is that there? Because that's not even what I was looking for. But you never know how searches go. I've watched one of these videos, and I'm going to actually pick the one I've already watched because I liked it. And, you know, these videos are kind of like a box of chocolates. Some are good, some are bad, you know, but they're all free. And so, you know, if you don't like it, stop it and pick another one. And just kind of pay attention to which one you're watching.
So I don't have to pay for YouTube.
Hey, you're right, you don't. You're correct. You do not have to pay for this YouTube.
So this is free.
Yes, ma'am. It is free for you. And so you could go here. I mean, you could just spend your whole day at YouTube researching things. How to fix your toilet that you were talking about that's been dripping and driving you crazy because of that little flappy thing needs to be replaced. And that's pretty easy to do, honestly. But we could do that even together in the next meeting. Watch a YouTube video and you can listen as we go through the steps and then we could walk through it. And it's just a great tool because, you know, I can't be at your house every day. And, you know, you don't, I'm sure you don't want to call me every day. But you could go here and watch a video.
Oh, good.
You know, my kids work on a farm and the boys will go watch a video how to change some wiring or replace the radio or put LED lights on because they're tired of driving in the dark. And so, you know, instead of me paying somebody $150 an hour at John Deere, the boys will YouTube it, look at all the, you know, schematics out and watch a video on mistakes, and then off they go.
Okay.
You know, and so you could do the same thing. So what's driving you crazy at home, watch a video on it, and then, you know, you and a friend or you and me, we can work on fixing them. But anyway, let's work on seeing AI. That's what we came for.
Okay. So let me see. Okay.
Now I'm going to pick the video that says how to use Seeing AI parenthesis 2021. And it's kind of a short video. It's like less than 5 minutes or so. And there's a guy smiling if you see it. His name is Mike something. Tholf Tolson.
Okay, I see that.
You do it? All right. So I'm going to click on mine and I'm going to let it play. And I'll just let you listen.
Like this?
And let me back it up. And sometimes there's a commercial. You can skip them or you can listen to it. Let me get this louder.
Creates the world
Hang
around
on
you.
1 second. Let me get my volume fixed. All right. I think it's all perfect.
Designed for the...
Here we go. And now, to watch a video, on the left corner, it could be in the middle for you, there's a triangle and it's pointing to the right. And you click on that and that's the play button. If you can't see that, if your mouse is in the middle of the picture, if you just push the enter button... Maybe.
I'll be showing Seeing AI.
If you put your mouse there and click with the mouse, not the enter button, it'll play.
This is a free
and if you
app
click with
that
your
narrates
mouse
the
again,
world around you.
it'll stop. Or you could push the play button and the stop button. So either the play button and the stop button, or the mouse clicking on the screen.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean.
So I'm going to give you an example. So listen, I'm going to click on the screen with my mouse.
Okay.
Designed for the blind and low vision community, this app harnesses the...
All right, I clicked again. So the first click did what?
It played it.
And the second click?
Stopped it.
There you go.
But then you were talking about arrows.
Yes, so I've got my computer screen, and so on the bottom left for me, I see an arrow, and it's pointed toward the right. It's like a triangle turned sideways. If you're in Safari, that might be in the left, that might be in the middle because your screen is smaller. But it's in the bottom of the video. Toward the left, maybe the middle.
Okay. But I don't know where it is, so, but any...
Look on the bottom.
On the bottom. Okay. But it could be in the middle.
It could be in the middle for your screen. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see it?
I see it.
Okay. And beside it, you'll even see another button with it has a triangle with a line, and that actually goes to the next video. And then the next icon is the volume. There's actually a button on the right-hand side, if I know my directions. It's closed caption. I'm going to actually click on that right now. And so when the video's playing, it'll actually have the words going across. So if you, let's say you could see, but, you know, pretty good, but you couldn't hear it very well. Because I think, did you have a cousin that doesn't hear very well?
Yes, he's considered legally blind and deaf.
You know, and so, you know, if he can see just a little to read this, you know, he could follow along with you. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And if not, you could read it to him. Alrighty. And so, but I'm going to click this. I'm going to click the screen and I'm going to let it play here for a minute.
Power of AI to open up the visual world and describe nearby people, text, and objects. So right now, I'll launch the Seeing AI app. Now there's a set of options along the bottom to be able to choose from. I have short text, document, product, person, currency, and others. I'll start with short text. This allows me to point my phone at any text like this.
All out of fruits.
And you can
apples,
point it and it'll
bananas,
read it out loud.
Oranges.
Now I'm going to switch to document. This allows me to take a photo of a page and then run OCR. So here's a paper here.
Bottom left corner
I
not
get
visible.
feedback on how to center.
Hold steady. Processing.
Takes a photo, presses, and now I can read this out loud.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
So just take a photo.
So I'm going to stop right there, Laura. So do you think if we could use this app with your recipe?
I think maybe.
I'm going to back up here. There was a section here I want you to hear again. It was talking about a text. Here we go. I'm going to play it again.
OCR. So here's a paper here.
Bottom left corner
I
not
get
visible.
feedback on how to center.
Hold steady. Processing.
Takes a photo, presses, and now I can read this out loud.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
So just take a photo of any piece of paper or a book. It runs OCR and it can read it out loud. At the bottom, I can make the fonts bigger or smaller just by tapping right there. So you can get a sense, and it highlights the word as it reads it out loud. Next, we'll go to product. I'll click here.
Product.
Now I can hold my phone up to any UPC symbol like in a store.
Process. Rich chocolate hot cocoa mix.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that will work.
Because, you know, if you hold your camera over that image of your document, it'll take a picture of it, and then it'll start reading your recipe for you. And I even like the product piece of this Seeing AI because you could scan the barcodes, and it'll tell you what's in that container.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to guess what that can is, you know. Is that container of cinnamon or is that chili? You know, that's a different kind of taste. You know, of course, remember, use your sense of smell. You can certainly smell the difference. And so, but that barcode sure helps you if you know which flavoring is in there. So, alrighty, so I'm going to keep kind of looking at this video. So let's backtrack what we did. We wanted to cook you wanted to cook beef stew. You found a recipe, but you can't read it very well. And so we're going to practice with Seeing AI app, and we've watched a video on how Seeing AI works, and I just showed you a snippet of it. So my homework for you is you're going to go watch that video yourself, and then we're going to talk back about that video, and then, you know, you've got it downloaded. I want you to play with that because, you know, the more you play with it, the more you learn. If you notice to the right of my screen, there's actually several other videos over here listed, and those are actually other videos that are part of Seeing AI, possibly. Not 100%, but usually. Something with voice command, top 5 apps. There's another Seeing AI. There's another Seeing AI. And so it's kind of a genre in that kind of grouping of videos. And so, well, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. And I even recorded it for you. So I'm going to share this video with you. And so you can go back and watch even what we talked about.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
I think that'll do it. Thank you.
Well, you're awesome. And so we're going to meet next week. And so you're going to have that recipe ready and you're going to read it to me. Now, if you get stuck, I need you to call me and I'll help you again because we want to be ready to go next week to cook. And that means you're going to have all those supplies bought. Take that phone with you and that way you can do the grocery shopping a little easier.
Okay, I sure will.
All right, bye, Laura. You have a blessed day.
Okay.
All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.